Right, so next up, we move to activity 7, where we're going to be plotting. So last time we saw all the plots that they had numbers on them, and it was quite confusing to uh, recollect which number belonged to which category. So now we'll just put in the corresponding categories instead. So it's a lot easier to interpret the bar graph. So the first thing we'll be doing is take an image from the data set that we've used. So copy this block of code first into this. So we're just printing the image shape. And this is basically the resolution, which is 28 by 28 pixels. So next we do this. So over here, we're basically printing the predicted values of the image. So in this case, we use the image of whatever was in index 0 in the data set. And finally, we can see that now. So basically this code corresponds to this over here. And because the last index value is what's the biggest, which is 99%, it's the most dominant, like in this plot over here. The other values are basically negligible. They're like 10 to the negative 10. And just to make sure, like if you want to make sure that this is the index that has the highest probability, you can run this code over here in the note section. And as you can see, this is consistent with the array of predictions in this code over here, because this index 9 corresponds to this index over here. So question 1, what it's basically asking is to change the image. And to change the image, you basically change the number over here. So you have image is equals to test images. Let's say 7. And we print it up. And if we do run all, because if we don't run anything in between, it's likely that you could run into issues. So just to be safe, we will be running this. Well, it looks like the epoch is taking up most of the time. Let's just stop running just really quickly. Let's just change it to 2 just to make sure that we are, like, we don't spend too much time waiting. So yeah, after the last exercise, just change this to a much smaller number so it runs right away. Oh, interesting. So as you can see over here, it predicted it wrong. And um, even though like we got this plot generated, you can see that this argmax basically points to the index value over here, which is index number 6. This is index number 9 that we were looking at before. So now the image was recognized as a shirt, but it's not. So question 2, we already went over this. Basically look at the array list over here and basically look at what is the number with the highest probability. And to make it easier, instead of counting everything one by one and comparing them, you can just use this argument. You can use this code to immediately find the index. And then when you get an index, just see what the probability is. In this case, we have 8 times 10 to the negative 1, which is 0.8, which is 80%. So this is 80% accurate. It was 80% confident that this is a shirt. So finally, we go to question 3. And this is basically for verification that your code is running properly. So if you copy this code and run this as well. Let me just take a look really quickly.
Because your I is equal to your desired value.
Right. Thanks for pointing that out. So basically, I wrote your desired value because this is the number that you will be putting in. It doesn't have to, it can be open-ended, like I said before in activity 6. And I put 7 because this is what I put over here. So if I run all, so you can see that this is the plot we actually got. So whatever image we picked before, it looks like it is indeed a shirt. So basically that's what you'd be doing with question 3, just verify this plot with this plot. Generally it should be consistent, but for some reason with the different value, it's not the same. But anyway, this is our last progress update. So again, you can check with this code if you got anything wrong or if there's anything you need to change so that you get all your code working. And that's basically the end of this course. That basically concludes this. And congratulations, you're able to automate this process now, and you made your boss really happy, and he decided to give you the Employee of the Month award. So congratulations on that, and congratulations on finishing this workshop.
Yeah, good job, guys. Thank you for tuning in.